Guys, I just want to talk to you guys today, just really give you a quick word of encouragement. I was talking to God about this not too long ago, and I just want to say that when you see people at a level where it may look like they're doing good, or it may look like they have it all together, or it may look like their life is coming together, because you may see that they look comfortable, okay? I want you to understand that and I know this is obvious, but some people have to hear this. When you see people that look this way, sometimes when you see it, it's kind of like you want to be at that level quickly. It's like you kind of feel like, no, I want to do what they're doing. I want to be on their level. I want to be on that level. But you have to understand sometimes that these people that are at the level they're at, they had to start from somewhere. They had to start from somewhere to get to that level. They didn't just get to that level. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's easy for you to see something and say, I want to be there and I want to get to that level. But what people don't understand is some of these people had to start off at a low level. I'm going to give you some examples. You may see a top real estate agent. They're the top real estate agent in the city, and they make it look easy because all they're doing is showing homes. And, they have like 10 clients a week. They're showing homes, and out of the 10 clients a week, they've made 5 sales, and that's enough for the month. That's all they need for the month, but they still have 3 more weeks out of the month that they're receiving 10 clients each a week. And that first amount of sales that first week is enough to cover all their expenses for the month. And you're like, wow, they have 3 more weeks in the month to make more income, which means that income is going towards savings. And I want to be at that level. And it may look easy because you're seeing all they're doing is showing houses and all they're doing is doing the paperwork. And it may look easy, but what you're not seeing is how long it took for them to get there, or what you're not seeing is the hard work and the dedication it took for them to even get to that point. Let me give an example. So you may look at them and be like, oh, now I want to be a real estate agent. And you may go and sign up for the course. You may do the course for like 1 week, 2 weeks. And as you're studying it, you're like, nah, this is too hard. I want to quit. This is too hard. I can't do this. I want to quit. And right then and there, now you feel discouraged and you kind of just want to give up. And then you feel like, I'm just going to give up because I can't do this. See, it looked easy when you saw them living that career and when you saw the fruits coming in, but you're realizing reading the book, the first couple courses in the book is hard, right? And you want to quit. See, that's the difference between them and you, is when they went through what you went through that moment, they chose not to quit. They chose to continue doing the work no matter how hard it is, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to remember that you have to start from somewhere to get to that point. You're not going to just skip steps, which means you're going to have to do the exact work that they had to do. You're probably going to have the same amount of sleepless nights that they have, or you may have more sleepless nights because of the studying. You may have to get an extra tutor. People don't see this type of stuff. They just see the outcome. I know a real estate agent that, passed the course one time, and after he passed the course and everything like that, he didn't even have money in his bank account, nothing. He didn't even know how he was going to drive his clients around. And literally, he had to rent a car. He said, the little bit of money I have in my account, I'm going to have to rent a car. And I'm only going to rent a car the days that I have to do a showing. And I'm going to try to schedule everyone the same day. You get what I'm saying? And try to fit everyone the same day so I can rent the car for that day and I can get the most out of renting the car for that day. And out of all those people that I've showed the showings to, I'm probably going to get 1 sale out of these clients. 1 sale. And that 1 sale is almost enough to put a down payment on a car, to finally get an actual car to bring clients around. And that person had to start off doing that in order to receive their own car, in order to be able to do more showings throughout the month. Do you get what I'm saying? So some people have to start off somewhere, and because you don't see that, it looks easy. Right? But what they did, what they had to do was dedication, faith, and they had to make it work. They had to find ways around it, even when it was hard. I didn't just end up, where I'm at today. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was on a really bad path. I had to quit whatever I was doing. I had to move back in with a parent You get what I'm saying? I had to work as a waiter. I had to work as a bartender. I had to go back to school. You get what I'm saying? And when I went back to school, that's when I started my YouTube channel. And then once I graduated from school and I had my career, my YouTube channel started growing. You get what I'm saying? And then I started opening other doors. I had to start from somewhere too, but not everybody will see that. See, when they see me on YouTube, they think that, oh, she's on YouTube. She's where she is today because of YouTube, not realizing there was a lot that I had to put in the past just to get to where I am today. And it's not just YouTube. There's other things that I had to do. And I even went to college and everything. And there was times where I didn't even have a babysitter to go to school. You get what I'm saying? There was times where I was late for school because daycare starts at a certain time. And the time that daycare starts, school starts earlier than daycare. Right? And I had to find someone to watch the kids, to take them to daycare so I can make it to school on time. And I was taking the public transit. People don't see that side. You get what I'm saying? Even before I went to school, I was waitressing and I was bartending, and that wasn't, and I would literally go to work to waitress and bartend, and then I would have to come home and give majority of that money to the babysitter and be left back with whatever little bit of tips that I had just to put in my savings, because I would literally go to work just to pay the babysitter and just to pay the transit, because the go bus to go to Toronto from the suburbs where my family lived was literally like $20 for the day. On top of that, paying the babysitter. So I was literally saving $20 a day if I got more in tips. Do you get what I'm saying? So everyone has to start somewhere, right? You can't just see someone and say, I want to be like that and I'm going to skip steps. We all had to go through steps. Unless you're born with the silver spoon in your mouth and your parents are already wealthy and they paid for your schooling and did a bunch of stuff for you, that's different. But a lot of us, we had to start from the bottom, and we had to put our pride aside. As in, we had to put our pride aside, and we had to work specific jobs just to open that one door, use that job to open another door, use that job to open another door. You know, it's like saving enough money from one job, investing into something else. Like, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel. Let's say that you work at McDonald's or something. You save your money at McDonald's, you know, to pay your bills. You save enough money to get a camera. You save enough money to get a computer because you never had one. And now you're filming videos while you're still working at McDonald's. And now before you know it, you're growing on YouTube. You can quit McDonald's. But you put a lot of time and energy before that even happened, right? You put in a lot of work, right? You were dedicated to filming videos every day, right? You're dedicated to editing every day. Editing takes the least. If you're editing a vlog, oh my gosh, or a makeup video or whatever, it takes like 5 hours to edit one video. Ask those who edit, they'll tell you. Especially if you're using like the softwares on like the computers, like Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro and all of that. Like, that's gonna take you like 4 or 5 hours to edit a good content, good video with music and all that. So ask those people who literally started with nothing, invested their only paycheck on a computer, on a camera, and then sat 4 or 5 hours a day just to edit videos, sometimes even longer, because if you're unaware of the editing systems, it can take longer to edit one video. In the beginning, when I edited videos, it took me like 8 hours because I wasn't aware of where everything was. So it took me like 8 hours, sometimes all night, right? So it takes a lot of dedication, and people just see it. They just see like the 5-minute video, 10-minute video, and think that it would happen so quickly, not realizing it took hours to do that, right? And they don't understand the amount of work that's being put in. So I'm telling you guys, I'm using these as examples to tell you guys that everybody had to start from somewhere. And sometimes God will give you a door, and it may not be the door you want. It may not be the amount you want, but he will use that as a stepping stone, and you still have to be grateful with that little bit he gives you as a stepping stone, because as you're using that as a stepping stone, and as you're making something from that little stepping stone, you will start receiving. Once he sees you're grateful, he will start opening other ventures for you, other doors for you through that. And then God will start to bring you up along the way, right? It's about just being humble and not being afraid to start. Okay, not looking at where you're starting, but just thinking about where you're going to be and focusing on that tunnel vision. That's all you have to do. So if anybody's starting anything new right now and you're just focused on the beginning and how long it's going to take, etc., don't focus on that. Just start it. That's the first step. Just start it and let God lead the way. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.